Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46, verse 10. So I read this verse and I had to stop and breathe. It is a simple instruction, but it is not an easy one. Our world is so loud. The phone buzzes. The television shouts. Our own thoughts are racing. The worry, the to-do lists. It is hard to be still and harder to know if God is in the noise. Have you ever felt that way? Do you ever wonder if God is speaking, but you can't hear him? Trust me, you are not alone. I want to help you listen for that whisper. God's voice is not always a thunderclap or a burning bush. Often it is a gentle whisper, a quiet nudge, a soft impression on your heart. Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. 1 Samuel 3:9. You see, Samuel heard a voice in the night. He thought it was Eli, but it was God. Eli had taught him a humble response, not a long speech or a list of demands, but a simple invitation. So Eli said, "Speak, Lord." This posture of openness is our first step, a prayer of the heart. God, I am here. Lord, I am ready to hear you. I remember a night when I couldn't sleep. My mind was a whirlwind of worry. My work, my family, my friends, my purpose in life. Finally, I gave up and whispered, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." I was not expecting a miracle, just peace. My eyes fell on Zephaniah 3:17. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. The words felt like a warm hand on my shoulder, not a booming voice, but a persistent thought. You are not alone. It gave me the courage to call a friend, share my burden, and take one small step. My sheep hear my voice. I know them and they follow me. John 10:27. The sheep know and trust the shepherd's voice. It leads to safety, to still waters. We face decisions, some small, some life-altering. How do we know his path? I was offered promotional AI tools to help gain more followers, make more money, and live a better life with the riches of the world. It looked safe, logical, and tempting. However, another door opened, one that may be in a different place, something that may require me to use tools and talents that God provided me to serve his followers and help them to desire the heavenly treasures and eternal life. It was a risk that came with less fame and security. I prayed and waited. No audible voice, just a quiet sentence in my mind. Choose the path that helps more people, not just you. It was a gentle invitation, not a judgment. With it came peace. I chose the risk. I chose the ministry. That path is bringing deep joy and a clearer purpose. Not my kingdom, his. God's whisper realigns desires, points us to love and service. Learn to ask, which way is the shepherd leading? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Our biggest problem is that we love our understanding. Artificial intelligence, idols, media, and political control. God gave us minds, but asks us to trust his higher view. Act even when we cannot see the full picture. I had faced fear, worldly criticism, stress, and doubts. I wanted a sign. After prayer, a gentle nudge came, not a plan, not a promise of success. The whisper, take one small step today. I did my first video with my testimony, which led to my page called Rooted Expressions. Not dramatic, faithful. A door opened, an idea sparked, my heart lifted. Big change began with one obedient step. God asks for mustard seeds, not mountains, 5 loaves and 2 fish, not a bakery. Purpose is built step by step through small obedience. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Psalm 37, verse 7. Waiting feels like doing nothing, but holy waiting is an act of trust. Create space for His voice above frantic planning. Sometimes the most spiritual thing is to stop. I hit a wall writing a book. Words would not come. I tried to force it. I prayed and rushed. God, I need the answer now. Only frustration followed. Finally, I surrendered. I stopped writing. I waited in silence. For days. Nothing. Then a memory. A simple truth about what truly moves my heart. It was the key. The project was saved by stillness, not striving. Waiting prepares us. In patient silence, God reshapes hearts and clarifies vision. If you feel stuck, wait more patiently. How do we get better at hearing God's whisper? It is a practice, like learning an instrument. Make space, turn off the phone, turn off the television, find a quiet corner, breathe, pray simply, Lord, speak to me. Open the Bible. God primarily speaks through His Word. Read one verse. Let it sink in. Ask what it means for you today. Listen in community. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Act on small nudges. Send the text, give the gift, offer the apology. Always check what you hear. God's voice will never contradict His word and always leads toward love, peace, and holiness. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him. Romans 15:13. Your purpose will come when you be still and ask, Speak, Lord, and then trust Him.